Hello everyone, good morning, good day. Welcome to another session of Let's Get On With It Expeditions Conquistador. It has been over a week and a half since last I played, and finally, it is time to return to the New World. How does the New World look? Let's remember your keys, Grimith. There we go. There's a fortress. It's a most glorious fortress full of wonders and buildings and a lumbering Italian whose accent I'm never going to make authentic. We've explored 40% of this map. Perhaps a bit of a larger number given all of the mountain ranges which are sure to exist down here. So, a bit bigger. And there's a lot left to find. And a lot left to love, perhaps. We are at the outskirts of good old Tino, the biggest little city in the New World. And we're going to encounter one of my favorite historical figures from Civilization games, good old Montezuma. Monty. Now, there was a jaguar, I suppose, standing right there, sort of looming and looking. And we'll get to him, I suppose, right about now. Hello, how's it going? On an island in a large lake at the bottom of a valley, you reach Tino. From a distance, you can already tell that the city is incredibly rich, with a beautiful temple district, the pyramids of which rise proudly above the canopy of the surrounding forests. I'll enter the city. I gained 25 experience, and I got an achievement among the prickly pears. On your way towards the long earth causeways that lead across the lake to the island, you are intercepted by a large contingent of warriors, led by heavily armed soldiers in peculiar eagle costumes. They approach you respectfully, but with some apprehension. Maintaining a safe distance, barely close enough to communicate without shouting, the most extravagantly decorated eagle warrior, not jaguar, addresses you. "Children of the sun, we welcome you to Tino, the biggest little city in the world. Our great Monty invites you to his palace." Yep, that wasn't as absurd of a spelling as they could have picked for, was it Moctezuma? And then Zokoyotsun. I know that means Montezuma the Younger. I think the Tlatoani means emperor or chief. You know, some sort of magnanimous imperious title. Maybe not magnanimous, just imperious. Invites you to his palace. I'm going to use nicknames in shorthand, if only so that I do not further degrade a non-existent language, right? Your interpreter leaves the title of Tlatoani into the translation, but quickly adds that it refers to the emperor. Well, there you go. We'll proceed to the city. The greeting party divides in two to allow you passage, and forms up behind you as an escort, following you across the causeway into the city. Up close, the city of Tino almost defies description. It's as large as any European city you've ever visited, easily rivaling Sevilla or Cordoba for size. Its towering temples and palaces are richly decorated in blue and red, and its streets are filled with people who scatter before you and stare as you pass. Your troops are visibly struck with awe by the size and sophistication of the city. You pass through an enormous market bustling with activity, probably twice as large as the market of Sevilla. The members of your expedition are struggling to take it all in, gaping at the crowds, the buildings, the sheer enormity of it all. Meanwhile, your feathered escorts are clearing a path towards the largest and most beautiful of all the palaces, all the while making sure none of your people strays from that path. Okay. So, looks like this is our destination. So we ride there. The Tino Palace. The Palace of Tino is really only one of several palaces in the city, but is distinguished by being the grandest and, not coincidentally, the one currently in use as the residence of the city's Tlatoani, Montezuma the Younger. Let's meet with him. You are led through the palace to a large and beautiful garden where Montezuma himself seems to be conducting some administrative business with a handful of nobles. You are respectfully instructed to wait at the entrance to the heavily secured garden until the Emperor is ready to see you. The great Montezuma the Younger appears to be about 40 years old, of a healthy height and build, and light-skinned for an Aztec. His hair is short, and his beard is well trimmed and thin. He carries himself with the air one would expect of a great ruler, and yet he greets you in a respectful and genial manner, which is certainly not the attitude I'm accustomed to experiencing from Montezuma. He of the 35-unit build prob, tendency to backstab, declares war pleased, all that stuff. Not a sniveling voice. Can I make an imperious voice that I haven't used already? Probably not. Honored guests, you are in the presence of Montezuma, Tlatoani of the Aztec Empire. Aztec? Whatever. Tell me, by what name would you be known? Great Montezuma, my name is Grimith Reaper, and these are my warriors. The Emperor receives your name with a dignified nod. You are not the first children of the sun who have come to my lands, but you are the first of your kind to enter Tino. As such, you shall be a guest of honor in my palace for as long as you desire. At this point, Julio Barreto leans in and whispers in your ear. I believe it would be beneficial for a diplomatic relation if we offer the Emperor a gift of some kind. Well, I'd rather not spare the valuables. I can readily make medicine, and I will be generous in this instant. I'd rather not give him 1,000 valuables, although he might have an interest for such valuables. Let's offer him something practical, right? Let us offer 50 medicine. We can use that. And we gain 100 valuables, 5 equipment, and 25 experience. You order your servants to bring forth a lockbox of treasures from your caravan and present it to Montezuma as a gift. Montezuma looks over the spoils with a pleased expression and in turn gets his servants to bring out a set of finely crafted weapons from his personal collection. The Aztec Emperor himself further presents you with a gold disc and a silver disc that you recognize as the calendar of the Aztecs. Also got experience points. I think it was worth it. When the formalities are dispensed with, you and your people are led from the throne room to an adjacent area where you're met by a tall, strong man in his 30s, who you recognize from your audience with Montezuma. This guy, he just looks so depressed. He's just so bored in life. It's like, oh, why am I here? I just want to go home. Why do more children of the sun have to show up in this land? They're gonna ruin everything. I hate work. Venerable guests, I am privileged to meet you. My name is Quapiatl, and I am Montezuma the Younger. Your interpreter hesitates for a moment, desperately grasping for a good translation of what the hell that was. Quaviatl seems to pick up on it as he pauses halfway through his introduction and watches the translator with a wry smile. Your interpreter eventually settles on a high general, and Quapiatl carries on. Interesting that Bana Kaona cannot so readily pick up on it, but, you know, I guess it's a thing. Even she would have trouble, right? A great Tlatoani has appointed me to maintain diplomatic and strategic relations with you and your people. If there is anything more you desire from us, tell me, and we will discuss it. Great, I'm turning into Super Kami Guru. We're keeping it.
Perhaps there is something we can do for you in our position as outsiders, a show of goodwill towards your great empire.
Quapiatl hesitates.
It is not the habit of this empire to ask others to solve our problems.
Nevertheless,
his eyes narrow, but a knowing smile plays at the corner of his lips.
How do you expect to be compensated for your aid?
You seem to enjoy an abundance of gold and jewels.
My greedy followers have gained morale. I was hoping for that. The Aztec High General displays the amusement of a man who has burst into a dark and unfamiliar room, only to find himself at home.
There is one matter where we might benefit from the assistance of, as you say, outsiders. In addition to the gratitude of Tino and the great Montezuma, you and your people will receive treasure, food, and medicine from the royal stores.
What can I do to aid our Aztec allies?
To the west lies an Aztec settlement called Cuautitlan. They have neglected to send regular shipments of food to Tino. The people of Tino depend on these shipments from the outlying farming communities to survive. Cuautitlan is part of the heart of our empire, and if we move against them militarily, it could have undesirable political repercussions.
I will visit this place and convince them to relinquish the food they owe to Tino.
He bows slightly.
Then you will be rewarded for your service.
Quaviatl thanks you for your time and calls in 2 eagle warriors to escort you out of the palace. If you're not mistaken, he's chuckling quietly in disbelief as you leave. Huh. Interesting. Alright, so we've made a friend. And yes, I figured I had walked past such a place in the past. That should not be so difficult for me to return to, and maybe I will. Okay, let me look around here. The Tenochtitlan Market. The marketplace is found in Tlatelolco, which turns out to be a sister city that lies right next to Tino, the biggest little city in the world, the northern part of the island. Its market is enormous, perhaps twice the size of the city of Sevilla. Twice the size of the city? I thought the market was just twice as big as the market in Sevilla. Apparently. Apparently it is twice as big as the city itself. Holy shit. And brimming with food and trinkets. The merchants are friendly and subservient, but the city is very rich. Their prices are fairly steep. Well, I enjoy a good haggle from time to time. You break out the old bartering skills that served you so well in the markets back in Spain. And despite the language barrier, the Aztec merchants are no match for your assertiveness and your deft timing and inventiveness. You manage to lower their prices considerably. Well, let's go ahead and take a trade. They still do have expensive prices, and they are not at want for much. That's fine. I have no interest in buying from them. I could perhaps get some valuables, but maybe we can lower the market price in the future. Most of the items on sale in the market are everyday objects a little used to. However, after trawling through useless junk for the longest time, you manage to locate the few scattered stalls where artisans from outside the city are peddling supplies for trappers and warriors. Spike traps and net traps are both on sale for 400 valuables apiece. That won't be necessary. Oh! As you navigate the narrow streets of the sprawling market, an Aztec man steps into your path. He is dressed in fine clothes with an ostentatious hat and much jewelry adorning his upper body. He speaks slowly, picking his words carefully, evidently with a broad and precise vocabulary which seems to brush off on your interpreter. This seemed, an ostentatious man.
We must give him an ostentatious voice, yet at the same time, perhaps respect his deliberate way of speaking. Child of the sun, I am totally not Governor Manzanero.
The way I'm making him talk sounds like he's rather deficient.
I am honored to be in your presence. I am Matt Lal.
Commissioner Previn Lal.
Sweet Lal, I have been observing you for some time, and it is clear that you have an interest in good business.
What is it to you?
The path that took you to this great city, did it also not take you through the city of Texcoco to the north?
I don't remember. If I press M, can I look at the map? No, I can't look at the map from the screen.
I have been to Texcoco.
I have recently had the misfortune to deal with the commander of the warriors defending Texcoco. He is a most stubborn and entitled eagle warrior by the name of Coyotl. This man has made some utterly unreasonable demands of my associates, and lately he has had the audacity to issue threats should we fail to yield to his demands.
How does this involve me?
I lack the necessary weight to dissuade Coyotl from applying further pressure to me and my associates here in Tino, the biggest little city in the New World. My hope is that you, or anyone in your group, will take Coyotl out of the picture and bring his shield to me as proof. I am in possession of a large amount of valuable metals that I might surrender to you out of gratitude for your assistance.
Will he not simply be replaced?
My contacts in Texcoco tell me that Coyotl's warriors are growing tired of his selfish crusade. His most loyal subordinates will undoubtedly back him up if he is attacked, but most of his force will be relieved to get rid of him. They will not continue to pursue his goals when he is gone.
What are his demands?
Matt Lau musters a tragic smile.
That we deliver 60 sacks of corn and seeds to him. His demands grow more insistent with every week that goes by, but we cannot simply give away our goods. We all have debts to repay.
Is Texcoco another city-state?
Matt Lau clears his throat.
Texcoco is the capital of the LGWI people. They are allies in the Triple Alliance. The city is regarded,
I don't think I've been here.
as a cultural center of our great empire, and Coyotl has been stationed there with its warriors to help protect the city from outside foes.
I don't think I really care about who these associates are, but
Who are these associates of yours?
for text, for dialogue, everyone.
Like myself, they are only humble merchants trying to make a living in this great empire.
I'll find Coyotl and deal with him.
He bows his head gratefully.
Return to me when the matter is resolved, and you will be richly rewarded.
No, I have not been here. I'm going to assume it's along this path, then. Texcoco. Righto. Oh, well. Just act like, I'm more awesome than what I actually am. Chitlin Temple's sacrifice follower? The temples of Tino are entirely pleased to welcome you. You're not allowed to pass beyond the entrance of the temple, but their high priest, Momo. We'll call him Mo. Meet you outside to do business. It's well known the Aztec religion is mostly based around human sacrifice, and you can hear screams of anguish emanate from the inner halls of the temple. I can sacrifice a follower? I feel as if there's opportunity here. Yes, I feel as if there is opportunity. But we'll let it go. Let's talk to the high priest. Mo is a tall and thin man in his 30s with a persistent, cruel glint in his eyes. Before you're even all the way through the introductions, he pulls you and your translator aside to talk in private.
By now, it should be clear to you that I am an influential man in the city. A favor owed by me is a significant advantage.
Sorry, I gotta warm up the pipes.
Is a significant advantage to anybody here. Yes.
Judging by his outfit and the way his slaves and subordinates act around him, there is no question that this is the case.
Likewise, it is clear to anyone but the greatest, most oblivious fool that you and your people are a force to be reckoned with.
I actually can't use that voice without having the headset on, so I've taken it off.
Now, permit me to ask you this question. How familiar are you with the area around the city? I have only just arrived. That is as I expected. I wish to talk to you about one of the dark secrets of Tino, biggest little city in the New World, a blemish on the glorious history of our nation. A band of women roam the jungles to the west of the city, led by a woman named Citrali. I am afraid I have not encountered such a group. No matter, all you must understand is that our history with her and her band of revolutionaries is dark and troubled. It would be in our best interest if Citlali were to be removed from our lands.
Mo puts quite a bit of stress on R, which Grimith didn't really do so much, at least the first R, and it's clear that he speaks for the higher caste of Tino.
I will see what I can do about this.
The High Priest's face displays a peculiar smile, mixing malevolence and gratitude in a way you would previously never imagine to be possible.
Return to me with her talisman when you have executed a solution. Her fate is all I care about. Her sisters will be no affront to us without their most notorious war chief.
As Mo retreats back into his temple, you get a feeling he has something altogether more personal at stake than the reputation of Tino. Okay. Well, that was fun, everyone. Oh, there's... It's right there? Oh. Oh. Ah. Well, how about that? Guess that's kind of obvious there, huh? Good job, Grimith. You used your eyes. Well, I figure we'll head up here first. We'll also make a save just in case of things. And we'll solve these problems as they were given to me by their importance. I think we will anyway. Let's go ahead and head up there. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Let's go. Ooh, treasure. Well, not exactly treasure. It's just metal, right?
The treasure is so metal, man.
Hello. The farmer. You meet a native on the road. He is in his best years and looks quite strong, but years of work have already chiseled deep lines into his face. He walks with an empty cart which is being dragged by two strong, healthy, delicious-looking oxen. He stops as you approach and warily waits for your expedition to pass.
Greetings.
He kneels. I am unworthy. I mean, I guess they could be food. I don't think I'm interested in that.
What is your name, peasant?
He looks rather confused that you might care to know. Well, No, I can't say I'm particularly interested. Safe travels, Oddhill. Yeah. You have yourself a nice day now, sir. You hear? I could head up there. Sort of investigate how that is, but we'll head to this place first. Now, it might be kind of a dick move to demand food from these people. Perhaps. Oh, man. It has been a long time since I've seen this screen, everyone. Oh, I have level 3 of everything. That's right. I do. How's the rations? That's fine. Just wanted to make sure I knew how they were handed out. In that case, I guess you just go to hunting. Not exactly particularly glamorous. No, not particularly glamorous at all. We have various chances to do various things. They're all strong chances. And everything held up. We also have a spike trap. Now let me take a look at our traps here. Also, we have lots of experience points. Let's see here. We have 10 barricades, 7 spike traps, and 3 cannonballs. We also have some flasks of healing water, which I don't know if we could go to get more of. I'm going to assume the answer to that is no. Also, I'm going to, I think I'm going to upgrade someone else to Sergeant here. Someone whom I regularly use And that would end up being someone I use in combat so much, instead of, like, say, Pedro. Although tempting to maybe give him another promotion, I am thinking that that would not be the best course of action. Instead, we would say, let's take a look at the morale first. Even Carlos there, well, obviously he was greedy, got a bit of morale. I might upgrade Anna here. I can't, quite say too much why I would, prefer Anna here over Daniela. Probably because of the more events and flavor text that has appeared for her. Of both good events and bad events, i.e. her stealing treasure from us, and her becoming lovesick to Carlos. There's really no telling for taste. I don't think I would upgrade another soldier. At least not right now. I think I'm okay with upgrading Anna. So let's go ahead and do that. I guess I'll give her some extra guard. In case, we need extra guarding for some reason, and not so much patrolling. And allows her to throw a smoke bomb, which, whatever. These promotions here, which do improve accuracy, would definitely be promotions to that would really have a lot of use on ranged units if you were actually going with a ranged unit combination. The extra accuracy there going all the way to Sergeant and Lieutenant, I would definitely say if you were going with something hunter-heavy, that you would really want to give them these promotions. Mainly because of all the extra promotions they could get. Like the extra perks. The passive abilities. But I'll go ahead and give it to Anna. At this point, I need to kind of determine what the heck do I want to give her. Let's see here. Adrenaline Junkie. I don't think I'm too interested in that. I don't want her to get down so low in health. Avenger, no. Block could be useful just for that flat bonus. Bloodthirsty, I don't think so. Constitution? Nah. Dodge. Pff. Evade. Fencer. When flanking this enemy, that's not exactly something I want to be in anyway. A fortune favored. Good patient. That's not bad. Lone Wolf? No, I like to keep my units close together. Opportunist. The follower may make one extra attack opportunity every turn. Well, the AI seldom provokes that from me. Sexist. Sneak attack. Strider. Suck it up. Polearm. Let's see here. Strider could help her move even further, increasing that movement speed from 8 to 9, and we could end up in a situation where I just need one extra hex of speed. The follower's not slowed down by walking over caltrops and takes half damage from spike traps. Yeah, but she might end up being the only one, and if I want her to, well, she might absorb the caltrops anyway. I don't know whether the caltrops will be absorbed by her walking over them or not. Relentless, we've seen the AI have that, and it's kicked in, and you figure given enough battles and permutations, that would eventually have an effect too. I think that since I have her in melee, though, I would increase her defense by 5 versus melee attacks. She's already got a shield. I figure that's just a flat value that will be of use to trim down some damage. Although good patient, 20% more endurance from all doctor's abilities. That might actually pay off more than, might actually pay off more in the long run than a block or evade, because good patient would apply to all attack damage, regardless of how it were taken. That being said, good patient doesn't sound very exciting, right? Well, neither does block or evade. Doesn't exactly sound that exciting at all. We have to have excitement in our lives, folks. Adventure. Romance. Probably not sexist. Relentless. Relentless sounds like it could be that interesting and exciting. We'll go ahead and 5% chance. I can't gamble with that. That's just, no. At what point would I decide that it pays off over some other, like, flat bonus? Or even good patient? I don't understand. I don't know. Someone else might want to take that and maybe give it enough luck manipulation. Perhaps if you were doing a speed run of Expeditions Conquistador. 20% more endurance. So if I heal you for 10, you get 2. If I heal you for 20, you get 4. At 30, you get 6. Let's just give her block. It's like we're playing Blood Bowl. Give her some guard. Okay. She's been promoted to sergeant. No one ended up getting on, any extra morale from that. I was thinking Carlos might. Will gain morale if you promote their lover. Didn't happen. Oh well. Continue our journey now. Not sure what that was all about. And see how I can dishearten these people. Also, there was a chest of potential wonders to be had in there. I saw that pass by. I think that's the market. Also, how long has this video gone on? I mean, I did spend a lot of time talking. It's hard to tell. That is not what I meant to do. Let's go ahead and delete that. And we'll go ahead and make a save. And I think we'll just call this the video here. I think we'll just call it in. Let's see, 31 minutes, yeah, that's sufficient. Join me next time where I communicate with these people, and hearts might be broken.